Time now on the Big Buck Poll to talk about ethical hunters and also poaching. We've got Conservation Officer Mark Papineau with us. Welcome.
Thanks.
Let's talk about what it is to be a poacher. What is a poacher?
Webster's Dictionary defines it several different ways. Poacher's basically someone who steals or takes game illegally.
Now, are we talking about just deer like we have right here?
No, it could be a multitude of different things. It can include deer, rabbits, squirrels, up to fish, including plant life and even trees.
All right, and so what would you then give me the dictionary? What is an ethical hunter?
Ethical hunter is somebody who abides by all the laws and regulations, even if they don't agree with them or understand them.
Give me an example.
A good example, the current baiting ban. An ethical hunter, even if they don't understand it, they're going to abide by it. If they don't understand the reason for it, they're still going to abide by it because there's a law there that regulates it.
Mark, talk to me about the penalties of taking a deer or some other kind of animal.
Sure. For example, this rack right here was taken during the archery season with a firearm. The subject, upon conviction of this, ended up having to pay over $1,000 in fines and costs, mandatory reimbursement to the state of $1,000 for this deer, loss of hunting privileges for 4 years, including condemnation of a firearm and a minimum of 5 days in jail.
Well, and that's a stiff penalty, but you know, one of the things you got to take a look at when you see a rack like that, or any of these racks, whether it's the big racks or small racks, you know, that's taken away, you know, that prize, that hunt for somebody out there who's doing it the right way.
That's correct. It doesn't matter whether it's a big buck or even this little 4-point here. If it's taken illegally, this is a deer that could have been taken lawfully by somebody and would have been excited to take it. So you're taking that animal away from that ethical hunter.
Well, not only that, but you know what? If you're practicing, you know, some quality deer management, if you leave this go for a few years, you know, then you may get a rack, you know, as big as some of the racks that we have here.
That's correct.
You know, Mark, if I suspect somebody's poaching, or I know for sure somebody's poaching, what should I do?
Give us a call at the Report Out Poaching Hotline. The number is 1-800-292-7800. You can leave that information anonymously. Just give us as much information as you can about what's going on. A lot of our cases are made off of sportsman support for us and what we do out there. So the more information you can provide, the more you get involved in your sport and help us out, the more that we can protect these animals for your hunting privilege. Right,
and that's what it's all about, is all of us working together to have a, you know, a better environment outdoors. And, you know, some people are like, well, I don't want to say something, but I think that's part of what we need people to do, is let people know what's going on, let the DNR officers know what's going on, right?
Sure. If it wasn't for the people calling and reporting stuff, we'd have a hard time probably making most of these cases.
And these are all from poachers in some form or fashion. All these racks, as people take a look, as I said earlier, you take a look at these racks, this could be somebody's legal deer out there if somebody didn't shoot it illegally.
That's correct. Some of these were, two of these, the front two here, were taken during the archery season with a firearm. A couple of them were taken from somebody who was trespassing, and then I believe this one was somebody who didn't even have a license in general. So,
get your license. It's inexpensive. Do it the right way. Mark, thanks for being with us.
You're welcome. Thanks.
All right, Conservation Officer Mark Papineau with us, and you're watching the Big Buck Poll.